The countries of ALBA-TCP, the Bolivarian Alternative for the Peoples of our Americas, ratified their support to Nicolas Maduro as re-elected president of Venezuela and condemned the non-recognition of the results by some governments that joined the fraud narrative of the far right. The report with Madeleine Garcia.
An extraordinary summit at a decisive moment for peace in Venezuela. That is what the ALBA-TCP member countries was all about, to raise their voices in support of the re-election of President Nicolas Maduro, after the attempted coup d'etat at the disavowal of his triumph by some governments.
The will of the majority must be respected. The Venezuelan people voted with full conscience in favor of dignity, their sovereignty, and for peace, and have supported that vote with massive popular demonstrations in the streets all over Venezuela. Although those facts, as Maduro explained, have been silenced or diminished by biased reports, openly pro-opposition, by the Western media that serve the empire.
They condemned the interference of the United States and its allies and the same failed script that for more than 2 decades they have applied against Venezuela to destabilize the country.
In the case of Venezuela, there is a class in the United States that is interested in appropriating the resources of Venezuela, such as oil. And this has happened not only in Venezuela, but also in Latin America and the Caribbean. We still have to exorcise those forces of politics, those forces of the United States.
Esas fuerzas de los Estados Unidos.
Nicaraguan President Daniel Ortega asked Brazilian President Lula for respect and also spoke clearly to the Colombian president.
If you want me to respect you, respect me, Lula. If you want the Bolivarian people to respect you, respect the victory of President Nicolas Maduro. And don't go there as a drag. To Petro. What can I say to Petro? Poor Petro. I see him competing with Lula to see who will be the next representative of the Yankees in Latin America.
President Nicolas Maduro reiterated his denunciation of the attempted coup d'etat and warned of the resurgence of terrorism worldwide, but 2.0.
Today, it is very clear that there is a resurgence and a resurgence of fascism, which some call neo-fascism. Okay, neo-fascism. But there is no doubt that it is reinforced with the strength of the hatred, of surrender and the destruction of the national state and social rights, and the recolonization and surrender of our country to the empire of the United States of America. There is no doubt today that in Europe, in South America, in the United States of America, there is a powerful resurgence of fascism.
The Venezuelan president said that Venezuela is preparing for a mega election in 2025 to renew local governments, and deputies who have disregarded the constitution and laws may not be able to participate.
A no sufrir la injerencia en los asuntos internos.
The summit closed with a final declaration condemning interference, violence, the attempted coup d'etat, fascism, and expressing solidarity with the Venezuelan people, the re-election of President Nicolas Maduro, and ratifying Latin America and the Caribbean as a territory of peace.
Madeleine Garcia, teleSUR, Caracas, Venezuela.